Are there any opening statements?
Attorneys for the Bears.
Your Honor, in this case, we will show that one crisp fall morning, Mama Bear got up early and made a steaming bowl of porridge. She intended to serve the bowl of porridge to Papa Bear and Baby Bear for breakfast. We will further show that because the porridge was too hot, the bears decided to take a walk in the forest. While walking in the forest, Goldilocks entered the home of the three bears and ate some porridge out of the bowls of Mama Bear and Papa Bear. She ate all the porridge from the bowl of Baby Bear. After eating Baby Bear's porridge, Goldilocks sat down in Baby Bear's chair and broke it. After breaking the chair, Goldilocks went upstairs and fell asleep in Baby Bear's bed. Through our evidence, we will show that Goldilocks did not use good manners in her actions. Thank you, Your Honor. Does the attorney of Goldilocks have an opening statement?
Your Honor, these charges of bad manners against Goldilocks are ridiculous. We will show that the bears invited Goldilocks into their home while leaving the door open. Goldilocks was out walking in the forest, minding her own business, and picking flowers, when she smelled the sweet aroma of porridge cooking. She had been in the forest many times before and knew where the bears lived. Goldilocks merely thought she was invited for breakfast. We will further show that the porridge was so good that Goldilocks decided to take a nap so that she could sleep off her breakfast. We will show that Goldilocks was a guest and certainly did demonstrate any bad manners.
Very well. Call your first witness.
Who's the first witness?
Mama Bear.
Mama Bear. Can I have Mama Bear to the stand, please?
I call Mama Bear as my first witness.
Great. Come on up. Bring your script with you.
No. I do. Please be seated. Please state your name.
My name is Mama Bear. That's first name Mom, middle initial A, last name Bear. They also call me Mama Bear. I live in a little bungalow house in the forest. The forest is surrounded by flowers and trees. It is a pretty little house.
Is that forest located in Santa Clarita, California?
Yes, it is.
Who else lives in the house?
My husband, Papa Bear, and our little bear, Baby Bear, live with me.
On the morning of October 26, 1994, did you make breakfast for your family?
Yes, I did. I always make a wholesome, nutritious breakfast for my family, as they are very fond of porridge. I made porridge on that particular day, and as I always do, I sprinkled the porridge with honey, a pinch of cinnamon, and 2 pawfuls of raisins. Papa Bear especially likes the 2 pawfuls of raisins.
Hold on for just a minute. Remember where you're at. What are you guys doing? What are you listening to? What have you heard so far? What have you heard so far?
About the Goldilocks doing so.
Okay. What did you hear so far, sir?
I heard that Mama Bear was making porridge, and so far...
That's about it for you?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, sir. What did you hear?
Goldilocks is talking English.
We don't know that yet. That's what you're supposed to decide as a juror. You're going to hear things, like your friends telling you stories. Do your friends always tell you the truth?
No.
No. Some say yes, some say no. Okay, but you're going to watch this witness, and you're going to listen to her story and determine whether it's true or not. Okay? So you have to pay attention. It's not just sitting in the chairs. Ask Miss Kodish. She had to decide something very, very important to a lot of people. So she had day in and day out listen to the evidence. That's why you missed her so. I kept her here. I kept yelling at her. She has to be here. Okay? Because if she wasn't here, I would not do as good a job as they did in making a decision. So it's really important to you because it matters to all these people what your decision is. So please pay attention as they're talking, okay? Let's go on. Sir, if you'd start again, please.
Very well. I see. It sounds delicious.
It is. You should come over and try sometime.
Your Honor, I object to the last question concerning Mama Bear's invitation to her attorney to try her porridge. We will stipulate that Mama Bear makes a very good porridge.
Very well, Counselor. Would you please comment on the case and not on your social life with the Bear family? After you made the porridge, Mama Bear, what did you do?
I called Papa Bear and Baby Bear to come downstairs for breakfast. I really did not have to call them, as the aroma from the porridge brought them downstairs quickly.
Then what happened?
We sat down at the table and said grace. After grace, Baby Bear said that the porridge was too hot and was burning her tongue, so we decided to go for a little walk in the forest and let the porridge cool.
I see. Do you always walk in the forest?
Oh yes, we love to walk in the forest. Walking is good for us in the bright sunshine.
When you go back from your walk, what did you find?
Well, the door was open. I had told Baby Bear to close it, but she forgot. You know how baby bears are about doing those things.
Yes, I know. I have baby bears of my own. What did you see when you got back?
I think we should let Papa Bear tell that.
Our next witness is Papa Bear. Come on up here.
Mama Bear gets down from the witness stand. Papa Bear goes forward to be sworn, raises his right paw, and the sworn stand by the judge.
To reach right paw.
Remember to remain standing. Raise your right hand. Right hand. Take your left.
That was right.
Please raise your right paw. Do you swear that the evidence you are about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
But have a seat down.
Please be the forest with Mama Bear and Baby Bear.
Yes, that's our home. It's located in Santa Clarita.
Very well. When you go back from your walk in the forest, what did you notice?
Well, first I noticed that the door was open. I told Baby Bear to close it several times, but I guess she forgot again. I'm going to have to speak to Baby Bear about her forgetting to close the door when I tell her to.
Did you smell porridge in the house?
Oh yes, I smell delicious. Mama Bear is the best porridge maker in the whole forest. I especially like the 2 potfuls of cinnamon and raisins she puts in it.
Your Honor, we know Mama Bear makes good porridge. We will stipulate for the record that Mama Bear's porridge is the best porridge in the whole wide world. Not to mention, the best porridge in the Santa Clarita.
Hold on for just a moment. We're going to stop. What's a stipulation? Does the jurors know what a stipulation is? Amazingly enough, lawyers never tell the jury what a stipulation is. The court does sometimes, but the lawyers forget. A stipulation is an agreement. Do you all know what an agreement is? What's an agreement? You said, well, what's an agreement? You said you know what an agreement is. Hold on, give him a chance. Hold on. Okay. What's an agreement?
It's when other people they both like want to do the same thing.
Well, let me ask you something. Have you ever said to your best friend, you do this for me, I do that for you? That's an agreement. Okay? You agree on something. So when we say the stipulation, that we're saying stipulate to, they both agree that the porridge is hot, right? No other evidence of that is necessary. Let's move on. Go ahead.
When you got back to the house, what did you notice first?
Well, I went over to eat my bowl of porridge. When I looked in the porridge bowl, there was none there.
Did you say anything?
Yes, I growled. Somebody's been eating in my porridge.
Attorney Corderas takes bowl of porridge labels Papa Bear and has it marked as an exhibit. Papa Bear, I now hand you what has been marked as Bear's Exhibit A. Is this your bowl?
Good. Really good. Let him look at it. There you go. You do it better than my lawyer.
On it.
Oh, is this the bowl of porridge that was sitting on your table?
Yes, it is. I never eat my porridge from any bowl except that bowl.
And when you came back from your walk in the forest, is this the way you found it?
Yes, it was empty, just like it is now.
Attorney gives bowl to court.
You can give it to our clerk over there,
Riley.
Okay, give it to her.
and she'll mark it with a sticker. You like stickers, I can see. Cindy will help you put a sticker on it, because Cindy's responsible for marking everything that's marked for identification as an exhibit. So your bowl, whoever's bowl that is going back with an identification tag on it.
Cool.
Okay, let's continue with the trial. Sir, you may continue.
Your Honor, I ask that our exhibit be admitted as evidence.
All right.
Mama Bear, after you discovered your porridge bowl empty, what did you do?
I walked into my living room.
And what did you see?
My favorite Papa Bear chair that Mama Bear and Baby Bear gave to me for Father's Day last year.
Did you see anything upon noticing that somebody had been sitting in your chair?
Yes, I growled. Somebody's been sitting in my chair.
Then what did you do?
Well, I was getting suspicious, so I went upstairs.
What did you notice upstairs?
I noticed that my bed had been messed up.
Your Honor, I object. We all know that Papa Bear never makes his bed. And that the bed just sits there until Mama Bear makes it in the morning. How do we know that the bed had not been messed up from Papa Bear sleeping in it?
Papa Bear, did you make your bed that morning?
Yes, I made a special effort that morning to make the bed as a birthday present for Mama Bear.
And when you got back, was the bed messed up?
Yes. Yes, it was.
Did you see anything?
Yes, I growled. Somebody's been sleeping in my bed.
Did you see anyone sleeping in your bed?
No, I didn't. I went back downstairs.
Papa Bear, those are all the questions I have for you.
You may step down. Papa Bear gets off of the witness.
Next, I will call Baby Bear to the stand. Baby Bear,
Also read your paper. Also write your
and this one is
Rest a pillow.
Everybody has to be quiet.
Rest a
Has
pillow.
to listen to all the things going on.
that the evidence you are about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Rest a pillow.
Yes, I do.
A pillow.
You may sit.
what is your name?
My name is Baby Bear. I live with my mommy and daddy bear in a little college in Santa Clarita.
Do you go to school?
Yes, I attend the AlphaKidz in
Santa Clarita Camp.
in Santa Clarita, in the country.
I see. And who are you teachers at preschool?
Miss Katrina and Miss Inez.
And do you always find your teachers at preschool?
Well, most of the time I do.
And have your teachers told you to close the door when you leave a room?
Well, they are trying to teach me to do that, but sometimes I forget. You see, I am still a baby bear.
Did you go for a walk with your mommy and daddy in the forest?
Yes, I did. The forest was too hot and I could not eat it. So I thought we could go for a walk and see the birdies and bunny rabbits and other animals that live in the forest. I like to watch the birdies and bunny rabbits. One time I even saw a deer in the forest.
When you got back from the forest, what did you see?
I went with my daddy to sit down and eat breakfast. And when I sat down, my porridge bowl was empty.
And what did you say?
I said, somebody's been eating my porridge too, and they ate it all up.
Attorney takes full label Baby Bear and hands it to court reporters.
Actually, she gave it to the clerk. Looks like her script has an error. Thank you. Okay, let's move on. Attorney for bears? Are you moving in this bottle, this bowl?
Please mark this Bears Exhibit B. And attorney hands the bowl to baby.
It's okay, you already did it.
Well, we can get the bowl back. It's fine. Go on over if he needs to show it to the witness. There you go. You want to show it to your witness and ask her your question.
Is this your bowl? Yes, it is. My grandma gave it to me when I was a tiny baby. I was just a little cub when she gave it to me. She gave it to me because she knew I like to eat porridge for breakfast.
And is that the bowl that was empty when you came back into your house from your walk in the forest?
Yes, it is.
Attorney hands the bowl to judge as Exhibit B.
Now he gets to see the exercise of the plaintiff's lawyer. Attorney for bears.
And then what did you do, baby girl?
I went into my living room and saw that my favorite chair was broken. Grandpa gave me that chair for my second birthday so I could sit with Mama Bear and Papa Bear. I mainly used it when I watched television. You know my favorite programs are Yogi Bear and football games between the Chicago Bears and the
Los Angeles Rams.
Los Angeles Rams. Of course, I had to root for the Bears.
Yes, I know. And when you saw your chair, what did you say?
I said, somebody's been sitting in my chair and they broke it. I was really sad about my chair being broken because it was my favorite.
Attorney takes a broken chair and has it marked as Exhibit C.
Oh, so we have a photo of a broken chair. Is that correct?
Yep.
We'll mark, what is this, C? We'll remark C for identification as a photo of a broken chair. Any objection regarding the foundation of that photo from the defense side? Say
Jaden?
yes. Good. Overruled.
Baby Bear, is this your chair?
Or is this the photo of your chair?
This is a photo of your chair. Okay, is this your chair or your phone?
Yes, it is. I really feel sad because it's broken. Papa Bear was going to fix it, but he's very slow at doing these things sometimes. So I guess I will have to ask Mama Bear and talk about it to her.
And then what did you do?
I went upstairs to my bedroom.
Get back to the car.
Getting me really confused.
Don't worry, the lawyers are always confused too. So wait a minute, let's talk to our jury real quick. What do we got going, jury? What are we hearing? Yes, ma'am. Very good. What did you hear down at the end there? No, up on the top there. On the top.
I heard like when, I heard that Goldilocks was eating all of Baby Bear's porridge, and that Goldilocks broke Baby Bear's chair.
Very good. You're all picking it up. What'd you hear so far, sir?
I heard that she broke his chair.
Okay. Well, we don't know that. You still have to decide that, okay? Hearing all the evidence. Want to try? Would you like to try? Sure. What'd you hear?
I heard that.
Yeah, not yet. We'll come back to you. Yes, sir. What'd you hear?
I heard that AlphaKidz forgot to fix Baby Bear's chair.
Okay. So we've heard a lot of evidence. Yes. Lastly, what'd you hear?
I heard that somebody ate all of Baby Bear's porridge and then it was all gone. And then she went into the living room and she saw her chair broke.
And she was sad. right? Okay, well, we're good, thanks. We're gonna continue on now. Yes, sir. You ready to continue?
And then what did you do?
I went back upstairs to my. Wait. I went upstairs to my bedroom.
And did you make your bed out that morning?
Yes, I did on that morning because it was Mama Bear's birthday. Daddy Bear and I wanted to surprise her because we sometimes, well, most of the time, forget to make our beds. Mama Bear scolds us for it.
I see, but did you make your bed? But did you make your bed that morning?
Well, Dad Bear helped me, but we made it, yes. I even put my little pillow neatly at the top of the bed.
And when you went back upstairs, what did you see?
When I went back upstairs, my little pillow was gone. When I approached the bed, I saw golden hair. I saw these golden locks. Then I peeked under the covers and I saw a little girl. And then I shouted, "Somebody's been sleeping in my bed and is still in there." And there she is. It's a little girl.
And what did your little girl do?
She got up and ran so fast that I hardly saw her. I just saw the golden locks as she ran out of the door.
Is the little girl who was sleeping in your bed here today?
Well, that little girl over there with the golden hair looks like her, but I really didn't get a very good view. It could be her.
Returning Dan's pillow that has been marked as Exhibit C to Baby Bear.
Okay, we'll mark it in a second. Why don't you just go ahead and show it to your witness and ask her about it.
Is this your pillow?
Yes, it is. My Aunt Cubby made it for me when I was a baby.
Baby Bear, you don't have golden hair, do you?
No, I don't. My hair is brown and furry like my mommy and daddy's.
There is golden hair on the pillow. Could that be Goldilocks hair?
I guess so. It's not mine.
Very well, Baby Bear. Do you have anything further to say?
Well, I don't blame the little girl for wanting to eat the porridge. And Mommy can always make more porridge. But I wish she hadn't broken my chair. That's really my favorite chair.
Thank you, Baby Bear. Baby Bear gets down.
What's next? Who's this?
Your Honor, that is all of our evidence. The bear is rest.
Very well. We will now hear Goldilocks' side of this case.
Your Honor, as my first witness, I will call Goldilocks.
Goldilocks gets up, walks forward, raises her right hand to be sworn in. Judge administers the oath. Goldilocks then sits down.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear that the evidence you are about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Yes. Please be seated.
What is your name?
My name is Goldilocks. I'm also called Goldilocks. When I was born, my mother said I had golden locks. And so from that day forward, I have been known as Goldilocks.
Where do you live?
I live with my mother locks, my father locks, my little baby brother locks, my kitty pet Spook locks, and Funny locks. Oh yes, I also live with my dog, Melissa locks. Melissa needs a haircut right now.
Oh, that's very interesting. And is your house located anywhere near the house of Baby Bears?
Oh yes, Baby Bear and I see each other quite often while walking in the forest I like to walk through the forest and pick flowers. I also like to watch the bunny rabbits and deer in the forest. Baby Bear and I also attend the same preschool. That's AlphaKidz. My mommy takes me every day in the station wagon to preschool. Sometimes I take some of the flowers which I picked in the forest with me.
And are your teachers also Miss Katrina and Miss Inez?
Yes, they are. We play games and play in the toy kitchen and sing and have snack.
And I'm sure your teachers, along with your mother and father, have told you never to go into a strange house.
Yes, they have, but sometimes I forget, especially when the porridge smells so good.
Now, Goldie, on that day of...
Shh, we need to hear you. Here we go.
Now, Goldie, on that day of question, were you going to walk into the forest?
Yes, I was. I was out picking flowers in the forest early in the morning. I like to go out early in the morning because that's when I see the most bunny rabbits, and sometimes I even see a deer.
And as you were walking in the forest, what did you smell?
I smelled the most yummy porridge coming from a house in the forest. I followed my nose until I came to a brown house on which had the name Bear on the front. I knocked on the door, but I did not see anybody at home. The smell was so good. I had not had breakfast that morning, since Mommy doesn't fix breakfast until I get back from my morning walk. In fact, sometimes she even comes with me.
I see. And then what did you do?
I knocked on the door several times, but nobody answered. As the door opened, I figured that the people who lived in the house must be close by.
Did you enter the house?
Yes, I did, but the door was wide open. I followed my nose right to the kitchen. There I saw 3 bowls of porridge.
When you saw the 3 bowls of porridge, what did you say?
I said, "Oh my, porridge!"
Then what did you do?
I tasted some of the porridge from Papa Bear's great big bowl. It was too hot. Then I tasted the porridge in Mama Bear's medium-sized bowl, but it was too cold. Then I tasted some porridge in Baby Bear's bowl. It was just right, and I was so hungry that I ate it all up.
Were the bears in the house while you were eating the porridge?
No, but I figured they must be nearby. I guess I got so excited eating the porridge that I forgot about the bears.
Then what did you do?
Well, my tummy was so full of yummy porridge that I went into the living room to thank the person who had made the porridge and to tell her how good the porridge was. My mother says I should always say thank you when someone does something nice for me.
Did you find anybody?
No, I didn't. So I decided to sit down in a chair to wait for the person to come home so I could tell her how good the porridge was. I wanted her to give me the recipe so I could give it to my mommy. My mommy makes porridge, good porridge, but it doesn't taste quite as good as the porridge I had at the bear's house. I think it's the potholes of raisins that make it taste so good.
Did you sit down?
Yes, I did. In fact, I sat in this great big chair, but it was too hard and too big. I did not feel comfortable in it. It looked like Papa's chair. My daddy had one like it at home. Then I sat in the smaller chair, but it was too soft. It was kind of like the chair my mommy sits in at home. Then I sat down in a little chair which seemed to be just right.
What happened when you sat in the chair?
It broke, but I think the chair was already broken when I sat in it. And it was just sitting there as a decoration. As I weighed, I'm sure my weight would not have broken it if it had not already been broken. It was really sad when I saw the broken chair.
Then what did you do?
I was so sad when I saw the broken chair that I decided to go upstairs and wait for the bears to come home so I could tell them about it. I went into a room which was decorated like my room at home and sat down on a bed to wait for the bears to come. I think I was crying a little bit too about breaking the chair. Well, the bears did not come home right away, and I must have closed my eyes to wait for them. I fell asleep on Baby Bear's bed. The next thing I remember, before I fell asleep on Baby Bear's bed, was that I also tried Papa Bear's bed and Mama Bear's bed, but they were too hard. I guess I messed up their beds a little bit too, although Papa Bear's bed had not been made very well. It looked like he did it himself.
What do you remember next?
The next thing I remember, there were 3 bears standing around me. Papa Bear was very, very mad, and he said, "Somebody's been sleeping in my bed." Then I heard Mama Bear say, "Somebody's been sleeping in my bed." And I was so frightened that I got up and ran right out the door to my mother.
Goldilocks, as I recall your testimony, you ate the porridge because it smelled so good and you were hungry.
That's right.
You had not knocked the door down, but walked in the open door, thinking the people would not care. The chair was broken when you sat down to wait for the maker of the porridge to tell her how good the porridge was. And you accidentally fell asleep on the bed.
That's right.
You didn't mean anybody any harm to you, Goldilocks.
Of course not. It looked like such a friendly house, and I knew that Baby Bear lived there. I see her at preschool all the time. She even told me that sometime I should come over and have some porridge with her because her mother made it so good. I really didn't mean it to harm anything, and I'm really sorry about the chair, but I still don't think I broke it.
Thank you, Goldilocks. Those are all the questions. Next, I will call Mrs. Locks to the stand.
Mrs. Locks goes forward and is warning. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear that the evidence you are about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Yes.
What is your name?
My name is Curly Locks.
Where do you live, Mrs. Locks?
We live in what?
And are you the mother of Goldilocks?
Oh yes, I am. She's my little girl.
What kind of little girl is Goldilocks?
Goldie is a good girl. She is mischievous like most little girls, but she tries to always do the right thing. Sometimes she forgets. I do have one trouble with her. And that is she likes to wander through the forest picking flowers. She tells me that she likes to look at the bunny rabbit and the deer. Most of the time I go with her. But on the morning in question, I was getting ready for a bridge club meeting.
You say Goldilocks is essentially a good girl. Does she say please?
Most of the time.
And does she say thank you?
Oh, I have taught her to say thank you, and her teachers at school have taught her to say thank you. And she says thank you most of the time when she remembers. But like most little girls, sometimes she forgets.
Does she help you with the dishes?
Well, most of the time, but sometimes, especially when the Muppets are on television, she runs downstairs and watches television and forgets to help me with the dishes. But I understand, especially when the Muppets are on television. That's her favorite show, you know.
Does she attend preschool?
Oh yes, she goes to AlphaKidz every day. She enjoys the music and sings swinging on the swings and the art classes and all the activities. She's really excited about her preschool.
Well, this child's about Goldilocks having bad manners. Do you think she has bad manners?
Oh goodness no. She does forget occasionally like most little girls do, but I do know she tries to. And Goldie has told me that the chair was already broken when she sat in it. You know she's not very big, and I do not think she could break the chair.
Where is Mr. Locks today?
He wanted to be here, but he had a very important meeting. He's a lawyer, you know, and lawyers have always going to meet in very important meetings. At least that's what he tells me. I'm sure he would say the same thing about Goldilocks if he were here.
Is there anything else you would like to say, Mrs. Locks?
Well, we're sorry that the bears were inconvenienced, but if they would like to come to our house for breakfast, I would be glad to fix them some of my porridge. Maybe Mrs. Bear could even show me how he makes it so yummy.
Thank you, Mrs. Locke. You may step down.
Mrs. Locke steps down.
Are there any summaries?
Your Honor, we have shown that Goldilocks, without being invited, walked into the bear's home, ate baby
Hold on,
bears.
Attorney for Bears, hold on 1 second. You've now heard all the evidence, folks. This means that the lawyers are going to talk to you about what the case means in their view. But you've heard from the witnesses, right? So this is the time when the lawyers, like Attorney for Bears, is going to summarize his argument and tell you why he thinks that she shouldn't be held over for bad manners. Please proceed, sir.
Your Honor, we have shown that Goldilocks, without being invited, walked into the bear's home, ate baby bear's porridge, broke baby bear's chair, and slept in her bed. She did all of this without being invited, and certainly that meets the test of bad manners. Even though Goldilocks knew better, that is no excuse. I'm sure the jury agrees that one who displays good manners does not do such things.
Well done.
Your Honor, we have shown that Goldilocks is basically a good little girl. She has said that she meant no harm in going into the house, and the door was open. The porridge was so good that she could not resist it, and after she ate the porridge, she merely wanted to wait for the bears to come home to thank them. She didn't mean to break Baby Bear's chair, and in fact, there is no real evidence that she broke the chair. I think the chair was broken when she sat in it. She certainly is not big enough to broken the chair. She is sorry she fell asleep in the bed, but she was merely waiting for the bears to come home so she could thank them and ask them how they make the yummy porridge. She certainly did not display any bad manners. In fact, she showed good manners by waiting to thank the bears.
Thank you. Does that conclude the evidence?
Yes.
Yes, it does.
Judge turns to jury.
You now have heard the evidence. Now it is your job to decide whether Goldilocks has bad manners. Will you please go with the ballot to the jury room, and after you have decided, would you please come back and inform the court whether Goldilocks showed bad manners by entering the house of the three bears and eating the porridge, sitting in Baby Bear's chair and sleeping in Baby Bear's bed?
Bailiff takes the jurors to the jury room. After a while, the jurors come back with verdict.
Hey, Jackson, here we go. Come with me.
Okay, please stand up. We're going to follow the bailiff.
Come on back here. My jurors only. The jurors are very special. And meet Cindy at the end of this. Keep the tables.
Have you eaten?
You guys are very special. You have a lot of hard work.
Oh my gosh!
Not yet. Not yet. What's that? Yes, you remember the number of your seats. That's correct. Okay. First of all, okay, Judge, it's back on. Listen very carefully. This is a big important moment. Go ahead.
Have you reached your verdict? Yes. What is the verdict?
The jury has voted and determined that.
She has good manners.
Yay! Defense won. Great job. So good job. You ask questions to try to get evidence that supports your position. We had Goldilocks talk about how she usually uses good manners. We talked about how she didn't think she broke the chair because she's too light. All those things are reasonable inferences from the evidence that the jury could use. You did a great job of trying to prosecute it by showing her she went in there, she wasn't supposed to be in there, nobody really given her permission to, nobody was home. But that's the things the jury was caused to decide about. And that's a very swiveling jury. I'm going to get sick here in a minute. But any of you have any questions before we do other things? Yes, ma'am.
Wait, when somebody does this, what happens to the other side that lost?
Well, in real life cases, there's a lot of things that the judge has to decide after. Not the jury, but the judge has to decide. For example, if there's attorney's fees and costs, post-trial motions, we call them. A lot of work. The trial just doesn't end. It kind of, all the jurors go home, but the lawyers come back over and over again.